In Game 2 against the Warriors, Ja Morant did something historic, scoring 47 points, which makes him just the third player in league history to score 45 or more points twice in the playoffs before turning age 23. LeBron James and Kobe Bryant are the other two guys to do that. Bron and Bean, yeah. Ja's got it. He's on a must-watch level resembling the likes of prime Allen Iverson and Derrick Rose in terms of his style and spirit on the court. And now for the Warriors, solving his rim penetration is a pressing concern without a top-end point of attack defender like Gary Payton II, who got walloped by Dillon Brooks and broke his elbow in the opening minutes of Game 2. All-star Andrew Wiggins became the primary defender against Ja, but he didn't have nearly the same success bothering him off the dribble as Payton did in Game 1. Payton would have been a lock for an all-defensive team had he played 30-plus minutes, whereas Wiggins doesn't have the same speed to match Morant's quickness. It really didn't matter who defended him, though. Morant drove to the basket 26 times, and he feasted in the paint by playmaking and scoring, all while generating 32 points. And then there's this play that happened after a switch against Jordan Poole. Let's just watch.
Under 2 minutes to go. The shake.
The audacity it takes to try that with under 2 minutes to go. Poole had no chance. Years ago, the Warriors would have turned to Andre Iguodala or Klay Thompson or Sean Livingston, but Livingston is retired. Iguodala is a 38-year-old podcaster, and the Klay of old just isn't back yet. Klay actually looks the way you'd expect someone to look following a 2-year absence. A bit slower footed, less explosive. That's why the Grizzlies have targeted him. He has regressed well below his prior stopper status, which is forgivable given his circumstances. But Morant is getting by everyone, so what are the Warriors going to do about it? So far in the series, when Morant has run a pick and roll, the Warriors have typically switched, doing so on 51% of screens. The Grizzlies are shredding though, scoring 1.2 points per chance. Golden State has always liked to switch screens, so this is nothing new in the playoffs. In their 7-game series way back in 2018, the Warriors switched on 56% of pick and rolls run by James Harden. That was to force him into isolations. But Morant is quicker, and Golden State's defenders aren't as strong as they once were. In a 2019 West Finals over the Blazers, Golden State blitzed or showed 40% of the time against Damian Lillard. These are more aggressive forms of defense with two players pressuring the ball handler to try to get the ball out of their hands. So if no one can stop Morant one-on-one, maybe blitzing or trapping is worth a try, just like it was back then against Lillard. The Warriors actually trapped once in Game 2, and Ja nearly turned it over, hauling a pass over his head as he fell into the backcourt. Even though the pass led to a three-pointer by 31.4% rookie shooter Zaire Williams, the Warriors are going to live with those results over a Morant attack into the paint. The Warriors rank 6th best in points allowed when blitzing or showing in a pick and roll during the regular season, according to Second Spectrum. They've been good enough to warrant giving it a try against Ja. Morant also likes to go left, so the Warriors could try forcing him to go right. In Game 2, Morant went left on 20 of his 26 drives, or 77% of the time. But sending Ja right isn't necessarily going to help since he owns going that way too. This season, the Grizzlies scored to the decimal when Morant drove left and right, nearly equal. The old game plan hasn't worked as well against Morant as it did during his rookie season because he's still able to finish or playmake for his teammates going right. Nothing's working now. Grizzlies fans have seen Morant do the miraculous ever since he was making his debut. He's just doing more and more of it on a bigger and bigger stage. Morant had 34 points in Game 1 and almost made the game-winning layup. He had 47 in Game 2, carrying his team to victory. The Grizzlies need him to keep it up. Desmond Bane was severely limited by a back injury he suffered in Game 1. Tyus Jones and DeAnthony Melton were a combined 3 for 12. Morant might be all they have. The Warriors must find a way to slow him down.